of greatness in tribute to the birth, growth, and continued glory of Mifflin County, Pennsylvania.
Reflecting the spirit of the early American settlers in Mifflin County, Pennsylvania, that proudly displays our heritage of historical significance, which dates back to the 16th century.
The sands in the hourglass of time have fostered and brought forth a history that is rich in accomplishment and continues to grow with each coming generation.
Reverent dedication to those early settlers and a salute to the pioneers that followed. We present the citizens of Mifflin County upon whose shoulders fall the responsibility of our destiny and place in history.
In tribute to this memorable event and in a true spirit of festivity, to help us all remember the anniversary that makes Mifflin County, Pennsylvania 200 years young. Our First Lady this evening is Mr. Tom Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mifflin County Bicentennial First Lady, Mrs. Penny Rittenhouse. Let's hear it for our First Lady and her court.
Ladies and gentlemen, the communities to be honored this evening are Reedsville, Milroy, Aurand Township, and Brown Township. Reedsville was originally named from Brown's Mills after William Brown, one of the county's early settlers. It was later changed to Reedsville after James Reed, who came to the Kishocoquillas Valley with William Brown in 1752. Milroy was named for Henry Milroy, who was granted the land on which the town was built. The first name was Perryville. This became a stop on the Underground Railroad. Armagh was the second township formed in Mifflin County. The Scotch-Irish settlers chose a name that reminded them of the county in Northern Ireland from which they or their ancestors had come. Brown Township was named for William Brown. The site of Logan Springs is in this township. It is here that the Mingo chief, Logan, and Squire Brown met. This story is one of the classic traditions of Mifflin County's early history. It was also in this township that William Mann started the axe factory that produced axes that are known worldwide. Mann's Narrows was named for this pioneer of industry. We hope you enjoy this evening's program, and now I present your First Lady.
Good evening. Welcome to the Mifflin County Bicentennial Pageant. We hope you will have a joyful evening with us. I am very proud to be your First Lady, especially proud because I'm a genealogist and I love history. And this week we are really making history for our other generations to come. Forward to say, happy birthday, Mifflin County!
I don't see or hear anything. Yikes! Golly, what is that? Tracy, I'm scared. So much for knocking their block off.
Oh, it's so good to be back home again. Hello there. Who is that hiding in the shadows? Come out, I won't hurt you.
Who are you, sir? Please don't hurt us. We don't mean any harm. We were just playing a little hide and seek on our mother.
Well, that isn't very nice, children. But then, I was a young lad once too, and I played some pranks on my parents. Even so, you shouldn't scare your mother.
Tell us, sir, who are you? Yes, who are you? Why are you dressed so funny?
Well, children, I come from a time that is far away. But once upon a time, I too lived here in Mifflin County and came back to celebrate the 200th birthday of Mifflin County. My name is Thomas Mifflin.
Thomas Mifflin. The Mr. Thomas Mifflin, for whom Mifflin County was named after, a soldier of the Revolution who eventually became the first governor of Pennsylvania as a state in the Union?
Yes, dear girl, I am Thomas Mifflin, and I have the honor of those distinctions of which you mentioned.
Wow, I bet you could tell us some story about the history of Mifflin County. Gosh, I wish we didn't have to go home.
How would you two like to revisit some of Mifflin County's past, down through the years up to the present time?
Would we? Could we? What about Mother?
Well, I'll just blow some magic dust in the air, and that shall put your mother and everyone else in a state of harmless sleep until our return. Are you game?
You bet.
That will take care of everything. And now, children, I shall take you way back to see some of the things that transpired in Mifflin County. Though our county was formed in 1789, as far back as 1731, traders have left written records of the Shawnee Indian village of Lewistown. These men were two white trappers, James Latorte and Jonah Davenport. In reviewing our community's past, we find that we travel in the footsteps of many who cleared the land and set forth in motion the glory of Mifflin County. So let us take this time to honor those pioneers of yesterday and watch as the players gather together to reappear in costume, playing out the parts of your forefathers in seriousness and jest, so that we can take stock of our past and be prepared to meet the challenges of tomorrow. As the curtain in time rises, you must look to the future with steadfast courage, facing the unknown fate lying on the horizon, giving your very best until you too shall take your place alongside me in that eventual rendezvous in time set aside for each and every one. Now climb aboard and let fate be our pilot as we travel the road in time together, hand in hand.
Mifflin County were the Iroquois, the Standing Stone people. They formed the Indian Confederation of 6 nations, which included the Mohawks, Senecas, Cayugas, Onondagas, and the Oneidas. The Delaware...
Quillis can better tell of the Indian ways, for I was chief of the Shawnee and friend to the English white man. I understand the ways of my white brother better than most of my red brothers. Many were the times they spoke with forked tongue. They have broken treaties using deceit, false words, and treachery on many of my red brothers.
Oh, who is that lady over there, Mr. Mifflin?
Well, Tracy and Tommy, that is Mrs. Dorcas Buchanan, the wife of Robert Buchanan. She was the first white woman who settled in these parts. She looks just like she might be getting ready for a social event. Let's go over and see. Miss Holt Buchanan, one of the most revered and beloved women of Mifflin County.
Hello, Mrs. Buchanan. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Now, they are two of the loveliest children. I'm pleased to meet you both. Children, after the wars, most of the settlers returned to the valley. My husband was to pass away, and I was left to raise 4 children and carry on the burdens of pioneer living. You will find that most of the women in pioneer times were of strong stock, but able to maintain their femininity. But as I was saying, most of the original settlers returned to Mifflin County. The Carmichaels and Galloways of Wayne Township, the Holidays of Oliver Township, 1813. Many of our young men marched to fight in the battle for freedom. John Purdy Reynolds, David P. Cummings, and William McDowell were killed at the Alamo in the fight for freedom in Texas. On the lighter side, we had our fun times, too. Our first fair was held in 1802. They were grand times. Horse races, shooting competitions, and the women...
The settlers came by various means in locating in Mifflin County. Some by horseback, others by the river, and then there were those who followed the Indian trails, and on occasion some would come by wagons. In fact, that looks like a wagon train getting ready to make camp for the evening. Let's join them and see what life at the end of a long journey may have been like.
And we, Mr. Mifflin?
Well, I suppose we can for a short while.
It's a getting on towards evening. What say we camp here? Might just as well. Pass the word down the line. Wagons ho!
The wagons had a story to tell, just like that woman with her young one.
Nellie, now you come along here with me this minute and get in this wagon.
Was about to have a birthday, and she don't want none of you to know about it. But anyway, happy birthday, Granny.
Here, Granny, wrap this shawl around your shoulders. Me and Bess May took turns knitting an ornament for it. And if you find a drop stitch, more than likely happen when we break the axe across the creek.
Come on, folks. Let's have a hoop and holler and jim dandy hoedown. You don't need no fancy steps. Just grab your partner and let nature tickle your feet. Anybody and everybody can get into that hoedown feeling, even you.
Two Mifflin County lads figured in the naval victory of Admiral Perry on Lake Erie.
Really, General Taylor? Oh, please do tell us, sir.
Well, Alexander Mifflin and Jacob Toole were two lads from Mifflintown Ferry who became very skilled at rowing. During that naval battle on Lake Erie, these two young men were chosen to row Commodore Perry from one ship to another. And when the battleship Lawrence became disabled, they immediately had to row Commodore Perry to the battleship Niagara. En route, their small craft took a hit, leaving a hole in the bow of the small boat. Admiral Perry stuffed his coat in the hole, and the swiftness in which Alexander and Jacob sped through the water allowed the Admiral to arrive safely on the Niagara. If they had not been champion oarsmen, we never would have heard the famous message, "We have met the enemy and they are ours."
Wow!
As to the involvement of Mifflin, yes? What is it, Captain Mitchell?
The enemy is preparing to charge. Our spotters sees them assembling battle formation.
Prepare the men to fix bayonets and ready themselves to charge in a staggered line. The cavalry will follow closely behind. We shall meet the enemy head on.
Pageant, prepare the men.
Men, fix bayonets and form a staggered line. The men are in readiness, sir.
This is it, men. Let's give those Rebs a taste of Yankee steel. Bugler, sound the charge. This is it, men. Charge!
Some 2,662 enlistees and 213 commissioned officers served from Mifflin County. The Irwin Guards and the Belleville Fencibles joined the Logan Guards and the Mifflin County Dragoons in battle. In addition to General Taylor, there was also Generals Thomas McCoy, William Irwin,
Youngsters who have passed through the doors of learning in Mifflin County.
Say, Mrs. McDowell, are you going to class now?
Oh no, this is just recitation exercise, for it is Parents' Night, and you know how parents love to see their children perform. All right, kids, we're on. Okay, children, now settle down. Ouch! Who did that? Let me see. All the girls are here, and the boys, there's one boy missing. No wonder. It's that Walter Diverter again. I swear that boy will never amount to anything. Okay, remember your mothers and fathers will be out there, so do your best. You can begin, Barbara Claire.
Evening, parents, neighbors, and friends. My name is Barbara Claire, and my poem for this evening is...
Then let's just have you lay it over here.
And makes the fire and bakes the bread. About her space, he's got spots all over it.
Why, let me see, William. Why, it's measles.
Measles?
Class dismissed.
Ah, boy, Mom's lipstick sure did do the trick. Hey, that's one way to go fishing on a summer afternoon.
Well, that looks like Bobby Kay. He was a clown with Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey Circus. In fact, that is one of his original costumes that is being worn. His real name was Robert Cagris Smiley. He left Syracuse University in the 1920s and went on to clown stardom.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, children and friends, here under the big top featured in center ring is Mifflin County. For aside from the everyday toils the pioneers found in their lives, there was also time for entertainment. To marvel at the shows, celebrities and actors that passed through Mifflin County on 4 occasions. Then there was General Grant. Other publicized dignitaries that followed were Susan B. Anthony, and how about the most renowned of all time, Mr. Thomas Alva Edison. On the musical side, the pride of the bandmasters presented his famous band music in concert, Mr. John Philip Sousa. Some of the other famous entertainers of the day who came through, Signor Valvidi, an operatic tenor. Then there was Professor Levette, who played musical rocks.
The 20s went out with Aurora, right? One that would be devastating to Mifflin County and the whole country. President Hoover's promise of 2 cars in every garage feet above the watermark. With the difficulties also came a new crime wave. The Milroy Bank was hit by robbers for the sum of $3,000 in 1935.
This is a holdup. Stick them up and give me all your money.
What do you want? Stick them up or give you all the money?
Don't confuse me. This is my first job. Now give me all your money. Okay, you guys, stick them up and give us all your cash.
Oh, our best customers are back. Anything to please. Now, what shall it be? Stick them up or give you all our cash?
Now, don't start that again. You shortchanged me last time in a confusion.
Native Mifflin County to be associated with Lewistown Hospital's medical staff. The year was 1952 to be exact. The 50s saw little changes in Mifflin County, but there were new additions. The Christian and Jews Roundtable was formed in 1952, and every year they present an Outstanding Citizens Award to someone in Mifflin County for their services rendered. And to be seen and heard playing at many of the functions was Neil Leeper, pianist, who had formed a musical quartet. Then also there was the Liberace of the organ, our own Older Smiley. As to the leapers, there were a lot of leapers who leaped on the music scene. Just a little humor there. Anyway, as far back as 1921, the entire marching band of Vernon of 30 members had a dozen leapers in the band. As you can see, life was pretty stable in the 50s, and our people had a nice rapport with everyday life.
The 1950s went out in a hurry, and the 1960s were ushered in. Mifflin County's first dignitary, Pretty Pat and Tricky Dicky Nixon. Things were going along oh so smoothly, then to our dismay the Vietnam War. Seems every time trouble is a-brewin', they call upon our young to go once more. On your side, we moved right along, producing a theater that favorably scored. Fiery Albrecht, lady of stage, opened the show with the mouse that roared. A bigger show soon was about to premiere, for the eagle has landed on the moon. Mifflin County with the rest of the land started to sing a different tune. Hallelujah, praise the Lord, it's finally over. Time to pick the pieces up and sort it out and put the country back together again. Welcome home our heroes with a deserving shout. 1972, a year for our kids. The Klondike Derby by the Boy Scouts, established along with the Goose Day Fund. Mifflin's County children all turned out, but 1972 came the big flood. But Mifflin County was not to be pitied. Mennonites got the Round Table Award, making Lewistown 73's All-American City. So you see, my friends, we fare pretty well. From our founding fathers, we are all well-bred. We'll carry on from here and say it goodbye. Bring down the curtain on the first 200. Yeah.
God truly loves you. And now, children, you had better be off, for the magical dust that I sprinkled on your mother is starting to wear off. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Mifflin. We thank you so much for taking us on this historical trip. We shall miss you very much.
I can't wait until we meet again, sir.
Goodbye.
Once will quite suffice when you're in love with a lady liberty. USA, USA, how do you do and what do you say? May your freedom last forever and a day. From the Atlantic to Pacific, every state is terrific. I'm so proud to be a citizen of yours. To last, this is her day, it has not passed. There's nothing wrong with her democracy. We still decide by majority. Maybe she's tired and a little old. Don't let her feel you've grown cold. She misses her sons who for her did die. Can we let a fault or two slip by? In a way, America is just like a mother. You only have one, there will never be another. USA, USA, how do you do and what do you say?
Today's frontier is not an Indian wilderness as was found by the early settlers. Frontiers loom anew for each year, each century, each generation.
Bring liberty and the laws of liberty. The ordeal from the 20th is far from over. Sacrifice, patience, and understanding, and an implacable purpose may be our lot for years to come.
The key to the future lies within us of the present. Will we build to make an even greater tomorrow? Will we hold forth these principles of freedom and the democracy set down by our forefathers and proudly lift up our heads and say, we are Americans.
A citizen of USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
2089, when we shall meet again. Good night. Your narrators for this evening were Walter Riley,
Gladys Musgrave,
Jim Dolis,
Harriet Yoder,
James Yoder, Chan Hirschberger,
Carol Wagner,
Jan Wagner.
Brian Ritchie.
Good
Good night.
Night.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again we remind you, please remain in your seats until the stadium lights have been turned following the fireworks finale. Thank you.